Hi everyone, I'm Pick. Welcome back to our language learning podcast. Today, we're talking about something we all do, managing social plans. Why it matters? Being able to make, change, or cancel plans politely in English helps you keep friendships strong and avoid awkwardness. We'll go slow, we'll practice, and Sarah's here to help role-play real situations with me. Ready, Sarah?
Ready! Hi, I'm Sarah. Hi, listeners. I'm the one who sometimes says, "Oh no, I double booked." So I'm excited and nervous to practice.
That's perfect, Sarah. We'll start by setting the scene. Imagine two friends planning to meet for coffee. We'll walk through how to suggest, confirm, and follow up. Then we'll move to canceling and rescheduling, vocabulary, cultural notes, and practice scenarios for you. We'll keep things slow and clear, and I'll explain the why behind common phrases.
Sounds great. Also, quick question. Do native speakers really use small phrases like, "Are you free?" or "Do you want to?" all the time?
Yes, Sarah, very often. They sound casual and polite. For example, are you free this Saturday? Or do you want to grab coffee on Friday? Those phrases are soft suggestions. They leave room for the other person to accept or suggest a different time. Okay, let's role play the first short conversation, making plans.
Okay, I'm excited. Let's do it.
Hey Sarah, are you free this Saturday afternoon? I was thinking we could try that new cafe on Main Street.
Let me think. I think I'm free Saturday. What time were you thinking?
How about 3 p.m.? Does that work for you?
3 p.m. sounds good. See you then. Where should we meet?
Pick. Let's meet in front of the bookstore at 2:55 p.m. If anything changes, I'll text you. Looking forward to it.
That felt very natural. I noticed you used, "Are you free?" How about, and "If anything changes, I'll text you." Could we slow down and break those phrases down?
Absolutely. We'll unpack the language in a moment. But first, three small observations about that exchange. One, starting with a question like, "Are you free?" is polite and open. Two, suggesting a specific time helps the other person choose quickly. Three, offering to text if plans change sets an expectation for communication. Those three moves build clear, friendly plans.
I like that. Sometimes I worry I'm being too direct or too vague.
Right, and that balance is cultural and situational. But for casual friends, the pattern we used is very common. Are you free? How about? Let's meet. Now let's shift to checking availability across more complicated schedules.
Yes, please. I work odd hours, so I often need to propose a few options.
Good point. When someone has an unpredictable schedule, give 2 or 3 options. Example, I'm free Friday evening or Saturday morning. Which works better for you? Or, I can do 5 p.m. on Thursday or anytime Saturday afternoon. That helps the other person find a match faster.
Could you give an example where someone says they can't do those times?
Sure. Role play. I'm sorry, I can't do Friday evening, but Saturday morning works. Or we could do Sunday if that's better for you. This shows flexibility. If both are flexible, use, "How about we pick a time that works for both of us?" If one person is less flexible, they should say so kindly. "I can't on Friday, I have to work."
So it's okay to be honest, like, "I can't on Friday." I sometimes say maybe and then avoid giving a real answer.
Be honest but polite. "I can't on Friday, but I can on Saturday" is clearer than maybe. Using maybe can create confusion. Now let's move to the next segment when life happens and you need to cancel. Ready for a realistic cancellation scenario?
Ugh, yes, I'm the cancel queen. Let's do it.
Okay, we'll roleplay that you have to cancel a plan we already made. I'll begin with a message. "Hey Pick, Are you still on for coffee tomorrow at 3? Then Sarah, you respond as the person who needs to cancel and explain briefly.
Hi, Pick. I actually need to cancel tomorrow. I have to work late. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. Do you want to try for another time?
Yes, I would love that. Can we do Saturday at 2 instead?
Pick.
That felt real. I notice you didn't act upset, which helps keep things friendly. But what if the cancellation is last minute? How do you say it politely without sounding careless?
Good question. For last-minute cancellations, apologize, give a short reason, and, if possible, offer to reschedule. Example, I'm really sorry, but something urgent came up and I can't make it tonight. Can we reschedule for next week? Keep the reason brief. You don't need long explanations.
What about being honest when it's not a serious reason? Like, I just don't feel like going. Can I say that?
You can, but it's usually better to be tactful. Try, I'm sorry, I'm feeling a bit tired and I don't think I can be my best self tonight. Could we reschedule? That balances honesty and kindness. If it's about mental health, it's okay to say you're not feeling well.
Okay, that helps. Now, what about when someone else cancels on you? How should I respond?
If someone cancels you, you can respond with understanding and a short suggestion to reschedule. No problem. I hope everything's okay. When would be a good time to meet instead? This shows empathy and keeps the plan alive.
What if I feel annoyed, like we've rescheduled many times?
Be honest, but polite. Example, I understand, but we've had to reschedule a few times. I value our time. When can you definitely make it? You can express your feelings without being harsh. Tone matters a lot here.
Tone, yes. You always mention tone. Can you explain a little about tone when canceling or rescheduling?
Certainly. Tone is about word choice and attitude. Use softening language. I'm so sorry. I hate to do this, but would that work for you? Avoid blaming words like you always or you never. That keeps the conversation cooperative. Also, match the level of formality to the relationship. More formal for work, casual for friends.
Makes sense. Let's do another role play where I cancel last minute and try to reschedule the same day.
Bick.
Pick, I'm so sorry. My boss just asked me to finish a project, and I can't leave the office. I feel terrible about this. Could we do dinner tomorrow instead?
No worries, Sarah. I totally understand. Tomorrow dinner sounds good. What time?
How about 7 p.m.? Again, I'm really sorry.
Pick. And no problem. I hope the project goes well. See you tomorrow.
Nice. That felt natural. Now, let's talk about the actual rescheduling step. How to suggest a new time politely and how to offer flexibility.
Great. When rescheduling, give clear options. You can say, can we do Saturday at 2 or Sunday at 11? Or, I'm free next week Tuesday or Thursday afternoon. Which is better for you? If you're flexible, say, I'm pretty flexible next week. When works for you? That puts the ball in their court.
What if someone asks you to let me know what works? Is it better to give options or say, I'll check my schedule?
Either is okay, but giving options is usually faster. If you need to check, say, let me check my calendar and get back to you in an hour. Then do follow up. Uncertainty without a follow-up creates awkwardness.
Okay, how about using calendars and scheduling apps? Should I mention times in different time zones?
Yes, when people are in different time zones, say the time and the zone. Let's meet at 3 p.m. GMT, 11 a.m. EST. Use clear language. 3 p.m. my time, 10 a.m. your time. That avoids confusion. For in-person, specify meeting points. Let's meet in front of the cinema at 5:55 p.m. Be precise.
By the way, What's the difference between schedule and plan in casual speech?
Good question. Plan is more general. Plan is more general. Let's plan to meet. Schedule sounds slightly more formal and concrete. Let's schedule a time. In everyday friendship talk, plan is more common. In work or more formal contexts, schedule or book is often used.
Ah, got it. Now, can we pause for a breakdown of key phrases from the role plays? I want listeners to see a little list they can copy.
Absolutely. I'll list phrases and explain the nuance. Phrase 1, are you free? Casual, polite opener. Used for friends and acquaintances. Phrase 2, do you want to? Friendly suggestion. Phrase 3, how about? Offers a specific time or activity. Phrase 5, I'm really sorry, but good for cancellations. Apologetic tone. Phrase 6, can we reschedule? Direct and clear. Phrase 7, let me check my calendar. Buys you time while sounding responsible.
Can you give short examples for each pick?
Sure. Are you free Saturday? Do you want to grab lunch on Friday? How about 3 p.m.? I'm really sorry, but I can't make it tonight. Can we reschedule for next week? No problem. I understand. Hope everything's okay. Let me check my calendar and I'll text you in a bit. Those are reusable templates.
Great. Now, a short segment on cultural nuance. You mentioned earlier that professional versus personal contexts differ. Can you expand?
Yes. In professional settings, be punctual, more formal, and give clear reasons if you cancel. Use fuller apologies and offer alternatives quickly. I apologize for the inconvenience. I have a conflict and must reschedule. Would Thursday at 2 p.m. work? For personal settings, be warmer and a bit more casual. Hey, I'm really sorry. Something came up. Can we do Saturday instead? Also, different English-speaking cultures vary. Some are very direct, some are more indirect. When in doubt, follow the tone of the person you're communicating with.
So, in an email to a boss, I should write differently than a text to a friend?
Exactly. For a boss, use, Dear name, I regret that I must reschedule our meeting due to a scheduling conflict. Would Thursday at 10 a.m. work for you? I apologize for any inconvenience. For a friend, hey, sorry, I have to move our coffee. Can we do Sunday instead?
Okay. Now, let's do some interruption-style practice. I'll play the friend who interrupts because I'm excited and ask short questions. Ready?
Pick.
Wait, what if the person doesn't answer right away?
Pick. Send one friendly follow-up after a reasonable time. Hey, just checking if you're free on Saturday. No rush, just wanted to know. If still no reply, wait a day or two. Avoid pressure.
And if someone is late, short reaction?
Short, are you okay? Running late? Longer, no worries. I'm here. Let me know when you're on your way. Keep it calm.
Okay. Quick. Confirm versus check in. Difference.
Confirm asks to make sure final plans are set. Just confirming our 3 p.m. meeting. Check-in is softer. Just checking in to see if you're still free tomorrow. Use confirm when closer to the time. Check in earlier.
Nice. Now, pick, could we include 3 real-world practice scenarios for listeners? Make them varied. Casual friend, work meeting, and last-minute cancellation. Then pause for listeners to prepare responses.
Great idea. Scenario 1. Casual friend. Your friend Emma texts, hey, want to go to the market tomorrow? You are free in the morning but have a dentist appointment at 2 p.m. Take a moment to think. How would you reply? Example reply. Hey Emma, I'd love to. I'm free tomorrow morning. How about meeting at 10 a.m.? I have a dentist appointment at 2, so morning is best. Scenario 2. Work meeting. Your manager emails, can we meet Thursday at 4 p.m. to discuss the project? You have class until 5 p.m. Think, how to respond professionally. Example, Dear manager, I appreciate the invitation. I have a class until 5 p.m. on Thursday. Could we meet Friday at 10 a.m. or Monday at 2 p.m. instead? Thank you for your flexibility. Scenario 3. Last-minute cancellation. You were supposed to have dinner, but you feel unwell an hour before. Think what to say. Example. I'm really sorry, but I'm not feeling well and I don't think I should go tonight. Can we please reschedule for another day? I hope you understand.
Those practice prompts are great. I'll try them now out loud. For Emma, hey Emma, yes, I'd love to. 10 a.m. tomorrow works for me. See you at the market. For the manager, dear Maria, thank you for the invite. I have a class until 5 p.m. on Thursday. Could we meet Friday at 10 a.m. or Monday at 2 p.m.? Thank you. For the dinner, I'm so sorry. I'm not feeling well, and I can't make it tonight. Can we reschedule? How'd I do?
Very clear, Sarah. A few small suggestions. With friends, you can be shorter. Hey Emma, 10 a.m. works. See ya. For the manager, keep it short but polite. You've done it well. For the dinner cancellation, if you want to sound warmer, add, I feel bad to cancel. I hope that's okay. But it's fine to be direct about not feeling well.
Okay, listeners, try those too. Pause the episode if you like and practice out loud. Speaking helps memory.
Yes, please do. Now let's touch on common mistakes. Mistake 1, over-apologizing with a long excuse. Keep it short. Mistake 2, not offering alternatives when you cancel. Offer at least one new time. Mistake 3, using ambiguous words like maybe without follow-up. Mistake 4, being too passive, like never asking for a time that works for you.
I think I do mistake 2 sometimes. I cancel and don't suggest anything, which makes things fade away.
You're not alone. Offering an alternative keeps the relationship active. I can't make it tonight. Could we try Saturday instead? Now, let's practice responding to a rescheduling proposal that you don't like. Suppose I say, can we do Sunday at 4? And you can't. What's a polite refusal?
Maybe. I'm sorry, I can't do Sunday at 4. Could we do Saturday at 3 instead? Is that okay?
Perfect. Notice you apologized briefly, then offered a specific alternative. Good structure. Now a short section on tone and grammar. Use present continuous for arranged plans. I'm meeting Tom at 6. Use future will for decisions made at the moment. I'll bring the cake. Use going to for planned intentions. I'm going to book the tickets. These small grammar choices can change meaning subtly.
So, if I say, I'll be there at 6, that sounds like a promise in the moment, right?
Yes, I'll be there is a commitment. I'm meeting him at 6 implies it was arranged already. For intermediate learners, practicing these forms helps with clarity in plans. Now, let's offer a handful of short, useful expressions you can memorize. Sorry to do this, but would that work for you? I'm afraid I can't make it. Can we push it back an hour? Let's keep in touch. I'll let you know. Thanks for understanding. Those phrases are small but powerful.
Can we add a few casual replies for when you're okay with the change? Like, no worries, or all good.
Yes, casual replies, no problem, that's fine, all good, see you then, sounds great. Formal replies, that works for me, I appreciate your flexibility, thank you for letting me know. Use the level that fits the person.
By the way, how long should you wait for a reply before following up?
If it's not urgent, wait 24 to 48 hours. If the plan is soon, within a day, follow up after a few hours. A polite follow-up, just checking if you're still free for tomorrow. Short and friendly.
Okay, now I want us to do a longer, slightly messy role play, where there are multiple reschedules and small tension, but we resolve it kindly. Ready?
Ready. We'll make it realistic. A busy week, a couple of canceled slots, and an honest expression of feeling a little frustrated, but polite. Let's go.
Pick, can we move our lunch? Something came up at work.
Sure, Sarah. When can you do instead?
How about Thursday at 1 p.m.?
Thursday at 1 is tough. I have a meeting. What about Friday at 12:30?
Friday at 12:30 would be great, but actually, my doctor appointment got moved to Friday afternoon. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm starting to feel like we keep missing each other.
Yeah, I know. I'm really sorry. I don't want you to think I'm flaky.
I don't think that, Sarah. I get that life is busy. How about we set a time next week and keep it simple? Monday at 6 p.m. Does that work?
Monday at 6 is perfect. Let's lock it in. I'll put it in my calendar and I'll text you if anything changes.
Great. And if something does change, just tell me as soon as you can, okay?
Absolutely. Thanks for understanding.
That shows honest communication, expressing mild frustration, but staying respectful. When feelings build, it's okay to say how you feel, but avoid blaming.
I like that. Now, Pick, can you give tips for realistic practice at home for listeners who want to rehearse?
Sure. Tip 1, practice out loud with a friend or record yourself. Tip 2, use flashcards with phrases and role-play both sides. Tip 3, time yourself. Practice short texts and longer emails. Tip 4, pay attention to tone. Try apologetic, neutral, and firm approaches in practice. Tip 5, create a list of go-to alternatives like I'm free in the morning, I'm free after 6, or how about next week? Those quick options save time in real conversations.
I'll add one. Keep a mini calendar on your phone and glance at it before you reply. Then you won't say a time you can't do. Simple but life-changing.
Excellent, practical tip. Now, let's do a quick Q&A where I answer 3 common listener questions. Q1, should I always apologize when canceling? A1, a brief apology is polite and recommended. Q2, how much detail should I give when canceling? A2, keep it short, 1 sentence is enough. Q3, is it rude to ask someone to confirm a plan the morning of? A3, no, it's normal. A short, just confirming text is fine.
Great answers. Before we close, let's do a final practice where listeners can repeat after us. We'll say phrases and pause for them to repeat. Ready?
Yes. Repeat after me. Are you free this weekend? Do you want to grab coffee? How about Saturday at 3? I'm really sorry, I have to cancel. Can we reschedule for next week? Let me check my calendar and get back to you. Thanks for understanding. Just confirming our plan for tomorrow at 2 p.m. No problem. See you then.
Nice. Listeners, try to say them out loud. It helps with rhythm and confidence.
Okay, final segment. Quick recap of key takeaways. 1. Start with polite openers like, are you free? 2. Offer specific times to make decisions easy. 3. When canceling, apologize briefly, give a short reason, and offer an alternative. 4. Match tone to the relationship. More formal for work, casual for friends. 5. Use confirm and check in appropriately, and follow up if you need a response.
And remember, practice out loud, be honest but kind, and offer alternatives. Also, don't beat yourself up if plans shift. It happens.
Exactly. Managing social plans is a skill, and like any skill, it gets better with practice. Try the practice scenarios we discussed, record yourself, and maybe try them with a friend. Before we go, any last encouraging words, Sarah?
Just, you can do this. Small phrases make a big difference, and every time you try, you improve. Don't worry about perfection, worry about connection.
Beautifully put. Thanks for joining, Sarah, and thank you to our listeners. If you liked this episode, practice the phrases and tell a friend. We'll be back with another practical conversation next week. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. Good luck with your plans.